Good afternoon, students. Here we are again on behalf of Anik Edu Center to teach you through social media. Here today I am going to teach you the chapter Matter of Physical Science of class 9. We know there are so many things around us, such as that food we eat, the shirt that we wear, this pen. So there are so many things around us, chair, table, building, and so many things. So all these materials which are the main or basic thing that is made of by these materials are made of. Practically, these materials are made of matter. Matter, that is the substance that compose a material. Here, matter is made of small particles called atoms. Small particles called atom, and these atoms are so tiny that we cannot see them through our naked eyes, and these are the particles, smaller particles that compose a matter. So these atoms have spaces between them. So matter, it is a matter, we can classify it according to their state and according to their composition of atoms. The least space between them, we have the solid state of matter. Least space and lesser space, that is the liquid. And the least most space, that is gas. So if I take this scenario, solid, here if we consider them atoms in solid, atoms are like this. They composed of very closely to each other. That is why it has a fixed shape. Now liquid, here atoms have spaces between them. These atoms, spaces between them. That is why liquid has no definite shape. And in gas, atoms are far away from each other. The maximum spaces between them. So on the construction, on the basis of their construction, atoms which are very closely packed up, these matters are solid. Lesser packed up, they are known as liquid, and most gap between them, it is called gas. So in terms of small particle and composition of atom, matters are of three types, and it is on the physical scenario. So atoms, solid, that has definite shape. First one, solid. have definite shape. We can touch it, we can grab it, and it has a fixed shape, whatever it is. Say, if I draw a brick, it has a definite shape because atoms are closely packed up with each other in this phenomena. Now, liquids. If you take a glass of water or bucket in water, as atoms are very loosely packed up in it, liquid has no definite shape, such as water, The container in which we kept them, the liquid takes the shape of that container, as the atoms are not closely packed up. And thirdly, the gas. Gases don't have definite shape. We can't touch them. Only we can feel them because the atoms in the gases are very loosely packed up, such as there are different gases. Our air is composed of different kind of gases. Maximum is nitrogen and oxygen. 99% of our atmospheric air is composed of nitrogen and oxygen, and other 1% is composed of different types of gases such as carbon dioxide, dust particles, water vapor, all things, helium, in non-reactive gases, all are gases. Their molecules are loosely, very loosely packed up. We cannot touch them, we cannot can get any definite shape of them, we can only feel them. So in the physical nature, matters are of three types, and they are solid, liquid and gas. After that, these physical features are so as they are matter, some definite properties are there as they are matter, whether it is a solid or it is a liquid or it is a gas. That means matter has mass. Matter has mass. It occupies space. Any kind of matter, whether it is solid, liquid and gas, it occupies spaces, and along with it occupies also spaces. So some solid has some definite structure that we can feel it, touch it, and liquid we can see them, we can touch them, but it don't have any definite shape. Gases don't have any shape actually. Now the matters can be changed from one form to another form. How? By applying heat or by absorbing heat from them. Such as, say, water is a wonderful matter which remain in free state. Wonderful liquid that remain in free state. Solid. One is liquid and another is gas. In solid form it is ice. Liquid form it is water itself, and it is water vapor. So how can we transform one form of matter into another form? Through water we can give an example or explanation through it. So what is this? In solid form, if ice is applied some heat, that it starts to melt, and ice from the solid form it turns into liquid form, that is water, and this is called melting. All the solid substances, not only ice, they have particular melting point, that is at that temperature that solid will start to melt. Every solid matter has its own melting point, especially metals or any other solid substance, those who melt applying heat, and this process is called melting. Similarly, when it melted, solid turns into liquid. Further applying of heat, if we further apply heat, the water starts to boil. The boiling point of water, practically the pure water, it is 100 degrees centigrade. Whenever the water starts to boil, after few seconds or minute, this water turns into water vapor. That is water turning into water vapor, that is turning into gaseous form. So another transformation by applying heat, that is called evaporation. And one of the interesting thing, through the evaporation process, that the salt that we take in our food, that is sodium chloride, it is obtained from the seawater. Seawater is the saline water, and through the process of evaporation, the raw salt is collected in this process. Now, when liquid start to evaporate, then it turns into evaporation, gaseous form. So, through this simple example, we can say that matters can transform from the one kind of form to another kind of form, that is solid to liquid, liquid to gas. From solid to liquid, it has particular temperature. Every metal or every substance, at that temperature it will start to melt, that is known as melting point. And whenever a liquid starts to boil and start to evaporate, that is its boiling point, and when it evaporates, the liquid turns into vapor, and that is the form of gas. Similarly, we can go inverse. Here I moved in this way, solid to gas. We can turn it in this way also, from gas to solid. How it is? We have seen, after cooking food or cooking rice, if it is uh, protected through a plate or dish. When this hot container, the boiled milk or rice, after some time, if we brought out that covering or plate, we can see water droplets. When we have boiled it, there were water vapor, and after some time, when it cool down, this water vapor starts to condense. This is called condensation. Water vapor, that is gaseous form, turning into liquid form. Here heat is absorbed. In this form, heat is applied from gas to solid. Heat is absorbed from the substance. Heat is decreased. Due to decrease of heat, the gas turned into liquid, and it is known as condensation. Further, we have seen ice packs in the refrigerator. We insert water in these ice packs. After few minutes or hours, we see the solid form of water, that is ice. Here also heat absorbed. Here liquid turning into the solid form. So, if we want to change one matter, in one form of the matter into another, we can go through applying heat or absorbing heat. It is one of the process. There are so many other processes where the matter can change its one form to another form. Thank you.